Why do you feel you're overlooked constantly in that conversation?
Honestly, man, I think because it just doesn't. I don't think it really fits. You know what I'm saying? I don't play in a big market, and I know everybody says that, but I think that's part of it. I don't play in a big market. I'm not a loud person. You know, I don't go out there and I don't celebrate after everything that I do. You know, I don't make crazy statements. And people get bored with consistency. You know, I think every year is like, if you look at my career, every year I find something to get better at. I find a way to make my team win, and I don't make a big uproar about it. You know, I don't do nothing crazy to draw attention to myself. I just get the job done, and I think this year with so many injuries and people missing games, and when you consider the circumstances of each guy in the race, what each guy's team has had to deal with, I feel like I'm right there at the top. You know, I feel like I'm really in the mix for it. And when you consider how people are defended, you know, I watch a lot of NBA games. I watch a lot of NBA games, and I just feel like the people who would, you know, have a vote for MVP or talk about who's the MVP and who's not, you know, I don't feel like everybody really watched these games, because if they did, they would see how I'm being face guarded full court and double teamed near half court and trapped and things like that, to where some games I can't even get shot attempts up. You know what I'm saying? So they looking like, oh, we had 15 points or 14 points, but I was 4 for 10 because I literally can't find a look at the rim. So I think when you consider all those things, you know, what does an MVP look like? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you making a case off of? Because a lot of people, like I said, are just not being defended the way I'm being defended. Mm-hmm. And I think I have a stronger case this year than I ever have, and I think I'm deserving of it. You know, that's just the truth.
Facts. And the injuries that your team has dealt with and where you are has truly been remarkable, and you've really put this team on your back and carried them through those injuries. It's so good to see you guys close to being fully healthy. So yeah. I always listen to the OGs, and Dr. J, Julius Erving, came out and said that the Nets are trying to buy a championship. What do you feel about that sentiment?
I didn't see him say that. But, I mean, I think that's just the era that we in. You know, that's the era that we play in. I think a lot of the media outlets are to blame for that. You know, you talk about every guy that doesn't win a ring. You see how they talk to Charles Barkley, who was a legend. You know what I'm saying? This dude was cold. You know what I mean? And was an MVP and #1 in the West, and just happened to lose to Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you got these dudes putting so much pressure on everybody. Oh, he did this, he did that, he did this, he did that, but he didn't win a ring. And then when they start saying, all right, I'm gonna make sure I get a ring. And then what can they say about me? And then when they start to do it, it's like, oh, they, you know, so I understand what he's saying. Like, y'all know how I feel about it. I still don't think, you know, it should be, you know, 3, 4, and 5 of the best players on the same team, because, like, what are you, at the end of the day, you should win, you know? If we're really that level of a player and you got 2 and 3 more on the team, which you probably should win. But I think it's the pressure being applied to them and what's being said about them that makes them do it. You know what I mean? So I think he does have a point. I understand what he's saying, but I mean, you got to look at why guys just all of a sudden started doing it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.